Hey yo, what's going on? It's your man Ray True Life here, back with another amazing episode. Welcome to the Herfador Lounge. My guest is the Sartorial Tobacconist. Trust me, you don't want to miss this conversation, so stay tuned. Run that intro. It's your man Ray True Life, back with another amazing conversation. Uh, my guest tonight, what can I say? The man is a pillar in not only cigars, fashion, style, but also community building. I mean, a luxury cigar rolling experience that he provides elevates the ambiance to each and every event. Uh, Listen, I'm just ready to get this conversation started. So please welcome the Sartorial Tobacconist, Chief Anu.
What's happening, man? I like that intro, bro. Appreciate that. That was hard,
Yeah. I try to do a little something,
man.
I
That
try to
was
do a
hard.
little
I
something.
appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that one for sure, man. Pardon me if I sound a little crazy. I got a little cold, so from
Oh
traveling.
man, you good, you good.
I just got back from doing an event for Black Cattle Association. Hence why I got my cowboy hat on today. So I've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
moving.
yeah.
Yes, sir. So talk to me, man.
So man, first of all, I wanna get right into your journey into and through the world of tobacco, man. So how did you get into tobacco?
Okay, man. Crazy story. Well, not so crazy for many of our people around, especially when we started doing the anthropology on our family story. We started to begin to find a lot of our family was sharecroppers, and they did kind of other manual labor stuff, particularly dealing in farming, because that was a big source of income and livelihood for us. So my story is very typical in that regard. But the key difference is my family used tobacco for medicine. So
Wow.
I've been around tobacco for quite some time as a young person, dealing with the medicinal and spiritual usages of the plant we call tobacco. So far as when I had chicken pox as a youngster, my grandmother didn't use oatmeal and calamine lotion. My grandmother had a hot tub of water and put tobacco leaves inside of that, and that cured it.
Wow.
When we had scrapes and burns on our skin, my grandmother didn't rub Neosporin on my leg. She rubbed wet tobacco on my leg to serve as an antiseptic. Um, when people meditated in my family used, we all know the Negro spiritual, man. Had a long day, go fire you up a Newport or a Cool, and everything
Yeah.
is kind of all good. So tobacco has a really deep effect on our whole culture. But in my family in Pacific, we use tobacco for a lot of other reasons outside of that. And what brought me into the business, however, was from my dear brother, Daryl Harper, and a good brother by Mark Van Buren. And I came into to trying to figure out, hey, my family grows this stuff. What can we figure out how to do a modern version of this? You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Hmm.
smoke or nothing. Just kind of grew up and knew tobacco in a different way. So the relationship was still there, but just in a different capacity. So from that particular point, my brother, once I got introduced to the cigar, as a young person, because I'm 31, man, for those who are checking it out or probably will wonder. So I'm a pretty young man. I'm young in the game. I'm young in life. You know what I'm saying? And just been grateful for the opportunity to be have tutelage, to kind of get me to this place. So with that information, I got my first cigar. My very first cigar I had was a Connecticut Baccarat. For many people who may
Okay. Okay.
Baccarat, sugar cane, real modest price cigar, wasn't nothing too heavy. um Enjoyed that experience where I smoked three of them that same night. But the biggest thing about it was the conversations that I had with people, and especially me
Yeah.
being the youngest man in the room, I seen some opportunity there, to say, hey, a lot of those questions I have about life, corporate work, business, etc. I can ask these people in these places these type of questions, and they will be more prone to pour into me at that point. So, of course, I began on my journey at that point now 10 years ago, really trying to figure out um, what was the cigar community missing. You
Hmm.
know, we have a lot of things, but
Right.
when I think about like culture, like what are we needing to express? And I was like, hey, I got an interesting story already. My family are natives, and
Yeah.
not and the Native American is not who we have been told it was. It's us, and I have the proof, the genealogy to prove that. You know, And it's like, that's a story to tell. That's something to share with people. So it's like,
Definitely.
okay, well, I got that story, but it was like, well, okay, well, what are people doing in the industry? And what I found was a lot of us who have cigar companies run into a supply chain problem at some point, and we never can break over the hurdle. One
Right.
of the few brands that I major applaud since Sean Williams has came on the scene, the only other brand I've seen outside of El Primo Mundo, in my opinion, to make it into cross community leverage would be Black Star Line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Star Line is mainstream, and it was the only. And for my cigar business historians, this is a nod off to Sean Williams, who was the first, and Black Star Line to be the modern day person to do that. So major congratulations to them. But what did they have to go through? You know what I'm saying, to get to that point, and the
Exactly. Yeah.
overhead and the representation. And you know, of course, a lot of our people now, when we think about the cigar industry, we still think of it as as a Hispanic ran industry. And to a
Right.
lot of points, they took the history that they had left of their travels, you know, through the Americas, due to the slave trade and a host of other things, and they leaned in on something that could make them some money. And the whole time, our people disconnected from our own heritage,
Wow.
and took this on from a passenger side vantage point, rather than this is our family's legacy just as much as it's y'all family's legacy. And it was time to see that manifest itself, man. So I was like, yo, I want to start a cigar line. Okay, I was 22, so didn't
Uh-huh.
have $400,000 to do that. Didn't know no manufacturers. Didn't know, like, other than, you know, my family had the tobacco, but I
Yeah.
had no manufacturer. No one made cigars. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Hmm.
okay, well, where do I learn? So that's when my quest to get to Cuba began, and that's how I ended up there to learn the craft. I went to the Dominican Republic to learn blending, and I came home with that. It took like 3.5 years, almost 4 years, and took that and started my brand. But in between time, I worked at D&B Cigar Corner. That's in Dallas or Mesquite, Texas. Owner Mr. Tim Davidson, a fellow Mississippian. I was out there for chiropractic school. He gave me my first professional job inside of the cigar shop as a tobacconist. That opportunity was grand. So shout out to Astute. Shout out to Smoking Jacket. Shout out to D&B Cigar Corner, who embraced me when I came to Dallas. From there, I went to work for British American Tobacco Group, which owns RJ Reynolds, who makes a New Paul, a Pall Mall, Camel, Newports, all of that. But
Wow.
my family at one particular point in time provided tobacco to Winston-Salem for those cigarettes that was made. So
Wow.
that was a full circle moment for me to kind of directly interact with my family's past. And then on January 5th of 2019, man, I said, you know, to hell with it. I quit everything. I spent my last dollar. I went absolutely broke to pull this off, bro. And now it's safe to say the Satorial Tobacconist is distributed in 42 countries and 38 United States, 38 states in the United States, and plus some outlying territories, Hawaii, Guam, Puerto Rico, you name it. And I did all of this, man, with the help of the Lord Almighty, the community who has been here so far to support me every way, and my own hard damn work.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here
I
we
was
are.
I was I was about to say that, man. Your own hard damn work. Because I mean that's an amazing story, man. And to know that, you know, your family grew tobacco or grows tobacco, and this, you know, and you made that full circle to come back around, and to find a new love a love for something, a new love for something that you've already had in your life.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
you know, it's amazing. It's amazing for that. So what was the motivation to become a roller or a cigar manufacturer? What was that
Okay.
motivation instead of going, you know, the traditional route?
Yeah. Ownership, brother.
Yeah,
Ownership, man. One thing I can say about our people, and this is something that's general to all Black people share this experience, man. Uh, is the desire to own something. You know what I mean? To
yeah,
own something. And for me, I wanted to be able to pass legacy down. It was never about me, and it still isn't about me. You know what I'm saying? This is about
right,
my
right.
livelihood. I want my children's children to speak of this, you know what I'm saying, and to say, hey,
Yeah.
I had a birthright and I didn't give up on it. You know, I walked back into my family's birthright. So for me, it was a thing. It was a thing about having ownership, and I knew that once I learned the craft inside and out, and I'm still a student of the craft, that I'll now have control. That's when preparation meets opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. Right.
my family has the land and the tobacco and the expertise on growing the tobacco, and then I meet it with proper preparation, learning skill. Then thus I have a company, and then that's vertical. That's vertical integration. That's me getting
Yeah.
the chance, the opportunity to restructure and pivot our family's business to have 96 years more longevity. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was where business met common sense, bro. It was a no. It
Yeah.
was a for me. It was. It's like, hey, I didn't start rolling cigars to preach, to show it to people in the way that I do it now. That was a business pivot due to the pandemic.
Hmm.
I did this to control the process. You know, so even if
Right.
someone,
Right.
even if your big brands want to work with me because they're bigger, I don't have to rely on Rolando to tell me what it took to make this cigar. If I go to that factory and want to do a big collaboration, I can sit at that table and blend tobacco and make a cigar right there and say, hey, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Not what you want to give me. This is what I want.
Yeah.
Smoke it,
Yeah.
brother. And I'm trained. And for me, that solved a lot of problems. And it gave me 2 feet to stand on, bro. And me
Right.
not having the finances to go big, I needed to have some expertise. It was either finances or expertise. The easiest thing for me to get that was the most cost effective was the expertise for me, and that's what I went for.
Yeah, man, and that's so important that people don't understand that sometimes you have to. Well, first of all, I love the part of your story where you said you spent your last dollar. You bet on yourself, and it's something that I say a lot is jump off the cliff and build a plane on the way down.
Yes,
You
indeed.
know, you
I
got to
went
bet
broke.
on yourself.
I went
Yeah.
broke. I had $2.17 to my name in January of 2018, brother.
Wow.
And
Wow.
and now, and all praises are due to Allah. I'm rich, brother,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I
In
say
more
that,
ways than one. In more ways than one.
man. That made me, man, and that makes me emotional, brother. Man, I swear, man, I done went through some stuff, man, and to be here doing what I love to do, and I get paid handsomely, handsomely to do what I love, man, and represent my family and keep my family's legacy going, man. In this capacity, I'm rich. I'm rich in wealth. I'm rich in health. I'm rich in mind, spirit, friendship. My whole life is full of abundance right now, man. And to
Yeah.
Allah, I owe the praise, man. My God.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Woo!
And with all that, and you're still so humble. You know what I'm saying? And you pay it forward. And that was that's amazing. Just me asking you to be on my show and you basically said, let me know and I'll be there.
Facts.
That's huge for me, and I really do appreciate that.
Oh man,
Um,
dude, anytime, man. Do you platforms like yours, man, is who make me what I am, brother. Like I mean, and that's my parents did one thing. They made sure they raised me to understand that I need people. You know what I'm saying? And I need people, and in more than one way. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I love listening to your podcast. I love the guests. I love the energy. I love the conversations. That there's some depth and breadth to the conversations. And me being a younger brother, I don't know how old are you, OG? How
37.
Okay, so you got me by I'm about 10. So so I'm a young buck in the game. So it's a lot I can learn from you. You know what I'm saying, and learn from the people that you interview and that you speak with because I'm still a young player in the game. I'm trying to get my feet wet. But what I've been doing is listening. And if you my dad always said, man, if you're humble enough to listen, then you're humble enough to receive. And God blesses those who are good students of the word. And sometimes the word get presented to you not just in this book, but people come bring it to you. So you should
Yeah,
always be humble enough to listen.
most definitely, most definitely. And I really do appreciate that, man. I really do. So the Sartorial Tobacconist.
Yes.
Explain the name behind that. Explain the meaning behind that name to me.
Okay, man. My two favorite loves, man. Fashion is a big part of my life. Um, it is actually my first love. It's the thing that I'm most fond of. I love tobacco and I love it deeply, but I just think my God-given gift was my expression through attire. So when I thought about a name, you know, I wanted something to represent my personal brand and me and myself as something, and something that I knew that was unique to me and that stood out. And you know, I'm glad that people receive my clothing and the way I dress well. I appreciate it. It means, you know, but for me, it was a way to express myself in such a dark place sometimes, because the world, you know, can be very dark sometimes. And it was
Yeah.
my way to kind of like express myself, and kind of like, if it wasn't a light, I brought my own flashlight. So the Satorial Tobacconist for me represents, you know, the quintessential definition of what I considered as a young buck at the golden age for our people, the time where we were most united, the time where we were most proud of each other, loved on each other, community was there. You seen black men present themselves in such a way. And for me, the Satorial Tobacconist, you know, for those who don't know what Sartorial means, it means well dressed, well tailored. And I hope that when y'all click on my page, it embodies that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most definitely, most
Yeah,
definitely.
you know, I work very hard on it. You know, and the next thing in my life would be tobacco. So the Satorial Tobacconist. And I highlighted tobacconist instead of like just something referencing cigars for a reason. Uh, I use tobacco for all kinds of things, not just smoking pleasures. So I use them in my spiritual rituals. I burn them. I give them to my ancestors, and when I speak to them and commune with them in the morning, you know, I leave them as tokens when I deal with nature. You know what I'm saying? So when I go out and I sit under a tree, I give an offering to the tree to tell the tree, thank you for protecting me and not falling on my head, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You know, a
yeah.
branch to fall down and kill me, so I pay homage to everything. And I was raised in that way. And so for some people, it may sound crazy, but you know, I'm definitely a person who believes that. So the name Satorial Tobacconist embodies the two most things that have been the most consistent in my life: tobacco and fashion.
That's amazing, man. And as my daddy would say, you sharp as a tack. So
I appreciate that,
so
brother. Yeah,
where did where did your inspiration for your style come from?
man. The first person, man, it had to be my grandma. My grandma. Uh, Many people have a grandma just like this around the world. The grandma for me, my grandma, Sunday morning, black church. You know how they go. Fashion
Hmm.
show. She got it. You got to have it on. So,
Yeah,
you know, my grandmother was always. My grandma used to say, "Hey, it's not what you know or who you know. It's what it looked like." And
right,
I'm like, well, grandma, if you know good people, then you get good opportunities. She said, but if you know good people, but you look like shit, and they introduce you to somebody, it does you no good. It's what it looked
right.
like now. So you know, so for me, uh, what it looked like always started to matter. You know what I'm saying? When we went certain places, people addressed us by how we treated ourselves. You know,
Yeah,
I walk upright. I make sure my pants is on my butt. I smell nice. I speak proper. You know, not necessarily saying speak white folks, but speak with some pride. You know what I'm saying? For
right,
who you are,
right.
where you come from, and I try to articulate that. You know, my
Say it
mom,
with your chest.
yeah, my mom and my grandma, my father, all the mentors in my life, the community leaders who have poured into me when I was lost, man. You know what I'm saying? It was always important. So my grandma instilled that. My mom was always fly. And my mom a big girl, so you know, and she a proud big girl. You know what I'm saying? She always put that shit on. She remind me of like Monique in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
my
yeah,
version of Monique always was styling and profiling, and she felt that, you know, for her to get the type of respect she needed to not let this be a hindrance for her. You know, because she
right.
had health issues that caused her to have that type of weight, but she wore it well. You know what I'm saying? So and then my dad, man, is a man. Y'all think I'm fly? You know, that man cold. So and then fashion to me always made me feel good, man. And then when at a very young age, I found out that amongst our European counterparts, when they see us in a certain way, and it's not that we're dressing up to go to court to ask them for forgiveness, but we dress
Yeah,
like this, but this is how we was brought up. They can tell the difference. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
You know the courthouse outfit, versus
Yeah.
this is maybe the prosecutor. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the big suit that don't fit versus the
Yeah,
well tailored.
you know what I'm saying? Like they know when that attorney got paid $10,000 to be in this courtroom, and you owe $10,000 to be in there. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
They can tell the
yeah,
difference. And for me, it was like, yo, okay. So now some of the people that influenced my fashion, like that wasn't the motivation to get dressed, but actually influenced the look. I want you to start thinking about the Roaring Twenties for us. The Harlem Renaissance was
yeah,
big.
yeah, yeah,
My favorite movie is Great Gatsby. It's my favorite movie of all time. Then after that, man, I started looking into like our civil rights leaders, man. Your El Hajj, and for those who know, I'm a practicing Muslim, so, you know, like that era in time where we defined look and style, and I like the old comb over. Like I got a comb over now. But then like modern people, I was trying to tell you like folks like Prince, um, Andre 3000, Farnsworth Bentley,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
Lenny Kravitz,
Hmm.
you know, um, and those types of people kind of like that. Pharrell, those types of people did like numbers for me to let me know the fluidness in their attire. Like they can fit the thing. Like today, it was a Western thing for me today. I'm confident enough to put on a hat. You know what I'm saying? To put on a cowboy hat. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm from Mississippi. We wear cowboy hats down here. But, most people wouldn't assume that I wear them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always in a fedora. But this a fly hat, though. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah,
hat is
yeah.
fly.
That's the fly ass hat.
So those types of people influenced it. And then once I figured out that each one of them was articulating their own voice, is when I began to start like playing with stuff in the way that I wear it now.
Hmm.
And it was a comment on the video a few weeks ago, one of mine, and I thought it tickled me because it actually meant it hit home. The dude said that this guy looks like he rolled Malcolm X and Martin Luther King their first cigar at a cotton club in Harlem, and that's exactly what the Satorial Tobacconist is.
Yeah,
Opulence.
yeah, yeah.
That one comment let me know that person seen what I was trying to articulate to our people. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And that's it.
right.
So even for my white patriots who hire me, they see black excellence.
Most
They
definitely.
see us in the best way they can. If I'm the only black person there, I represent my community in a way that if that's the only Negro they seen today, it counted. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And then when I'm
yeah,
amongst my people, I'm saying, hey, this is where we were. We can take it back here now. We just have to decide, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, on it. So
yeah.
either way, it's making the impact and influence that gives me so much fuel to come outside and do this shit, man.
Right, right. And you doing that shit. Like I say, my daddy would say you fly as a tack, or sharp as a tack.
Thank you kindly. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much,
So,
bro.
so Dreamer Cigars.
Yes, indeed.
I listening to that name, I feel like it means something. So what does that mean?
Well, it was a hat tilt to some three things that meant a lot to me. One, my heritage. So I'm Choctaw and Creek. Most people probably don't know which tribe they came from, but it's very easy to find out. So I'll be the first to say I know exactly where I came from. My people didn't come from Africa or anything. My people were already here, and many of us were already here. So I'm Choctaw and Creek. So the dream catcher is a big part of our, spiritual life. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of black people, unbeknownst to them, they've dealt with dream catchers their whole lives. You know what I'm saying? In some form of fashion. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm,
just don't know where it was important, or brooms and stuff. So dream that.
yeah,
Um, of course, Martin Luther King and El Hajj were what I consider like dreamers to me. People who dreamed to be different. You know what I'm saying? So, and to be accepted and to be in a place. So so it had nod to the civil rights movement that played a huge part in my life. And then lastly, a head tilt to my fraternity. I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. So yo to the Noops. You know what I'm saying? The Guide Right program. Now, I'm not really a big Greek head now, y'all. You know, I wear letters. I love my frat, but I'm not one of them super Greek cats, man. So, Y'all please don't be alarmed. I'm not super Greek. The organization saved my life. You know what I'm saying? Without their mentorship program, man, I would be probably still gang banging in jail if I was fortunate enough to still be alive now. You know what I'm saying? So those three things coupled with my ambition to try to see some of this stuff through, it was like, yo, Dreamer Cigars is perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, when I saw that was the name of your cigar brand, I was like, that means something. I need to know what that means. So how many blends do you offer?
So retail, I've only released three blends, but I have
Hmm.
36 that I have so far.
Wow.
36 blends, which is a beautiful part to kind of speak about, like the pivot. When I first started Dreamer Cigars, it was about me being like a retailer, like me selling
Hmm.
just like your Padrones, your Camachos, etc., just to have that. And we know that each one of these companies are making cigars and then sell them. So you're seeing the cigar rolling process. I was rolling cigars here right now. Uh, uh, but the pandemic, man, made me say, hold up. Let me not put everything I have to offer out here when I haven't really got a chance to tell the story yet. So I took this as a time to tell the story. And so that's why I haven't released more than three yet.
Hmm.
Which is the way. What's up, sister? How you? Which is the way I plan on doing so now. So I believe that the cigar community in this current climate is a gold rush. Sure, if someone is strategic, but I do believe that there is no history being told where this could sustain.
Right.
Like people are not documenting their stories well enough. You know, they're just starting shit just to say they starting stuff and selling
Hmm.
somebody selling somebody some cigars. Like, and that's not what it is, for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think so that's why I like, okay, well, what way can I release these cigars to the public in such a way where I can tell a story about my family, tell the stories about many families like mine, and
Right.
encourage other people to do the same thing through my way. So that leads us to out of the 36, I released three. My next collection that I will drop will be a financial literacy based collection, and
Mm.
and this is about teaching people what I learned in grad school and give you a reason to celebrate over a cigar. So it's gonna be so affordable. Everything's gonna be action packed, man. I'm gonna have a do-it-yourself credit repair course in that thing. I'm gonna have literally explaining holdings companies and starting trust and the importance
Wow.
of all of that stuff. And that thing is gonna be so price so crazy. You just pay for the cigars, man. Everything else will come out of it. And it's a reason to smoke a cigar. You know what I'm saying? It's
Wow.
a real reason to smoke a cigar because we don't need to have no more problems like I had where I didn't have 400,000 to go do it, so I had to go do all these hoops to do it. The
Right.
next, the next me, the next you, got great credit, got good business credit, got corporations set up, and they can just come in from the game like
Yeah.
all everybody else who have done this thing, who has went this way before us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why 3 out, 36 total. When I release my collections from now on, they will be a complete embodied experience, and I got the autonomy to do that because I don't owe nobody nothing.
Right. And that's amazing. That's amazing. And that's something that we definitely need in our community, that financial literacy because we don't know. And our parents didn't know. And their parents didn't know. So
Nope.
as we learning, we're trying to teach and this is sometimes it don't come across right, you
No.
know. But that's an amazing thing and we most definitely need to do that. How can people get a hold of your cigars? The
Oh,
ones that you have out.
so dude, that's why I've been catching up now. It's been in abundance, man. Like I do, I'm literally like rolling cigars now for production. But everybody, man, feel free. The link in my bio takes you to all my packages and where you can find my cigars. My Dream Catcher Series 1, 2, and 3. I also make custom blends for people at any given time. Particularly right now, what I do now is for all my weddings and private functions that I do, and y'all can see in my booking price that I make cigar blends custom for them, and they can buy those blends for life. You know, like
Wow.
I make that blend for wedding number 65. Wedding number 65 has a blend curated for that. And every guest and every other person that ever went to that event can buy those particular blends for life, where I don't release them on the internet. But you can make a request. I don't have any problems with that. And thank you, sister, for pinning, for throwing that in the comments. I love her so much.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Smoking Sarah.
yeah, I love her so much. Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. So yeah, you can find me there at www.satorialtobacconist.com, and I have my blends there. Y'all, please bear with me. I make every single thing I make. You know, like everything I touch, the box, the labels, the binder, the filler. I touch every part of my process. Um, think of this as getting your steak cooked in front of you live and direct. Just give me some time. But I do appreciate that, you know, from the support from people. It means a lot to me.
Most definitely. So yeah, hey, so give them some time. In order, but give them some time.
Give me a little
But
bit of
that's a
time.
little bit of time. But that's something that, a lot of the major companies can't do. Is to you might can get a bunch of cigars for your event. However, you don't get a personalized blend that you can order for life.
Yeah,
That's amazing. That's
yeah,
amazing. That's
and
special.
dude, and every single cigar, man, I touch, man, I make them. Like my good days, my bad days, days I'm crying. You know, ain't no telling how many people cigars I accidentally cried over. You know, like I
Wow.
started this thing, man, in my garage, bro. Like you know, this is a true testimony to, if you can believe it, man, and all
Yeah.
you gotta do is believe, man, and you can get it. And I got that shit to say to folks all across the world, man. If you can believe it, you know. And at this point now, when you start focusing on the business, you know, which is always very important. You know, so a lot of people don't understand the substantialness of the business, and I don't get a chance to talk about this that much because a lot of
Mhm.
people probably get it made up in their mind. I'm just a cool brother who dressed nice and rolls some cigars. It's like, no, I got a brain, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I got a brain, and God gonna make sure the right people around me for me to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my brain is gonna help me get me and my people out this situation. And I don't care if I gotta do this shit for free at some point. What I got to say or what God got for me to say, I'm gonna say it. And and that message to everybody is be yourself and embrace your own people, man. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
That's the message I got for people all across the world. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get nothing from me, just know in 2018 I went broke. And now I'm long way forever being broke again, brother.
Man, that's
My
an
third
amazing
summer.
story.
In my third summer, as my OG Kyra say, I'm in my third summer. In my third summer,
Wow.
I can retire. I
Wow.
can retire,
That's
brother.
amazing.
And you can do that shit too. And I know everybody can. And we got to do it together, bro. So when you said something about me responding promptly to being on your podcast, man, your podcast means a lot to me, brother. And if it doesn't mean a lot to other people, then they tripping. They disrespecting the culture. They disrespecting their family. They disrespecting themselves. Because when you win, brother, we don't know where you going to be at and what rooms and what people you talking to. And that may have been a deciding factor on somebody about what they were going to think about the black people around the world when they met you. And when they met you and you put on for them, you put on for all of us. That means you left the door open for us, man. So yeah, being on your podcast means a lot to me, brother. It means a lot to me.
I
Anybody
really
talk to
appreciate
me
that.
and
I
hear the shit,
really do, man. You don't know. You don't understand how good that makes me feel, how much I appreciate that. You don't understand that.
bro,
I
rock
really
out.
appreciate it.
We need
Most
this, man.
definitely.
And you showing people the side of the business that people leave open. Everybody don't some people don't want a cigar. They own cigar. Some people just want to make accessories. Some people just want to throw events. Some people just want to do the media. Some people want to capture all of this stuff. It's so many ways. What we're seeing right now is us building our own economy. And wherever there's
Yeah.
a community, there's always an economy. And I think that's important, man. And so, man, me meeting you and knowing you is everything to me. It's no telling. You may be the next cigar aficionado, bro.
I'm working
You
on
may very well be the
it.
next cigar aficionado. And I know you
Wow.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm the padrone in your magazine. I'm the Rocky Patel or the Toro Fluente in your magazine. And I've been buying a slot of your magazine for 25 years. So 25 years from now, that's what I'm on, man. And if people just on a quick buck, stay away from me.
Right.
I'm on the legacy game.
Most
This
definitely.
is
That's what
getting
it's
handed
about.
down to somebody.
Yeah.
Even if I got to go to the orphanage and adopt a kid and say, here, bro.
Somebody gonna get it.
Somebody finna get this business, man.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel, bro. I'm addicted to winning, bro.
You gotta be, man. And that's a powerful message. You gotta be addicted to winning. You have to build legacy. You know, because too often in our community, we our parents might have a business and they give it to the kids, and what the kids do, they
Blow
sell
it.
it off and go buy a bunch of cars, and the business gone. You know,
Now,
so we gotta build that legacy. We have to build and keep our legacies going.
come
We
on, man.
have to.
That's
We
that's
most
that's
definitely have to.
that means everything to me right now, brother. Like, and I want people to understand that, man. When y'all see me rolling cigars or talking to people, bro, I support everybody, man. Cause
Yeah.
everybody, I don't know, I mean, dude, I didn't know you a couple weeks ago,
Right.
you know, and you just blessed my life with a good conversation, brother, and friendship and camaraderie, brother. Like,
Most
we don't know
definitely.
who we finna touch, man, and
Right.
who finna touch us. So what I'm saying is, I tell people, God give those blessings who are good stewards of what they already got.
Yeah.
And I take care of the shit I got, man. I take care of the shit I got, brother. And you putting in work with what you got and taking care of it. And God gonna bless that, man. You a blessing to me, brother. And I'm
I
not saying that
appreciate
just
that.
to say no to say no shit, man.
Oh no, no, no. I believe me, I feel it. I feel it, and I really appreciate it. I really do. It's so important that we support each other this way. Because like you said, you never know what's gonna happen in the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, you know,
Or tomorrow.
or tomorrow, or
Man, Revolt
tomorrow,
TV, Revolt TV can call you tomorrow
tomorrow.
and be like, bro, I seen your Instagram live with Chief, and I love that shit. We want to give you $1 million deal to come sign up with Revolt. You out of there, man.
Yeah. We out of there. We
I'm gonna
all out
cry
of
for
there.
you, brother.
We
I'm gonna
all out
cry
of
in
there.
tears of joy for you, man. Dude, and I think that's what this is about, man. That's what this is
Yeah.
about, y'all. Healing, man. Like, dude, y'all, I'm healed, people. People,
Yeah.
like, this is what this is. I'm not I, like, dude, I'm healed, man. I love this, man. I love my people, bro. Like,
Yeah.
brother, I love you and what you're doing, man. And I get so much joy. If nothing else happened today, I had a great conversation with you. We didn't fight. We didn't argue. Nobody died today. We didn't talk about spinning the block on somebody. We shared our
Yeah.
platforms with one another, and we took something. We took some takeaway from the conversation. And if that
Most
ain't a
definitely.
good day, then I don't know what is, man.
Right. 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 We got all of this knowledge being given to us. You know what I'm saying? And this friendship that's building now. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because this a friendship building, and
Mm-hmm.
and we gonna put some stuff together, do some things because we have to build the community. We have to build legacy. You know, we have to do those things.
Dude, I watch your podcast on Instagram Live. Now, so this is now for my people watching y'all, because I know a lot of you people online, get to the point where y'all let numbers and how many followers and shit and people and stuff get to you in such a crazy way. I'm saying this. Sometimes it be 7 people on my brother's show. Sometimes it be 50 people. It didn't matter which number of them. I was one of the numbers. And y'all watch my stuff, and I got 120 some thousand Instagram followers. I don't know all of them people, but I'm grateful for them people who willing to give me an opportunity to say something to them. And I listen to your stuff. And
Yeah.
I wish more people hear the conversations that y'all talk, that y'all have, because those conversations impact me. And I take the impactness from the impact from it, and I try to pay it forward to somebody. If I can say some kind shit to someone, I'll make sure I say it, bro. So man, if I can tell you anything right today, bro, you leave this, man, you ain't know this ain't little, this ain't small. This ain't a fraction of this. You got some big shit going, man.
I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And that's one of the things, you know, I do my best. I don't pay attention to the numbers of how many people are watching, because I tell people all the time, whether it's one person or it's 1,000 people, we're gonna have a great conversation and we're gonna say what we need to say and we're gonna
Yes,
do what's got to be done. Because somebody will see it, and if that one person that's watching might get something from it. And like you said, they pay it forward and they bring something to somebody else.
I ain't missed
And
an
it might
episode in a
change
month.
life.
I ain't missed an episode in a month.
Wow.
I ain't missed one in a month. In a
Wow.
month, brother. In a month. I haven't missed one in a month, bro. Like, yo, I listen to your podcast, bro. I listen to it. I sit down if I'm rolling cigars like I'm doing now, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm chilling in the car. If I catch it at 7 o'clock or whatever time it is, I'm on it. I'm subscribed to your shit. I get notifications when you go live, bro. I get your
Wow.
morning affirmations. I see all of that stuff, bro. So you got a
Wow.
fan in me.
I appreciate that, man. I
You know?
really do. I really appreciate it.
And that's what that's my message, man. No big eyes, no little U's, man. We in this together. When I'm doing this we all winning. When you win, we all win. And that's the part of our community that many other people have an invested interest in keeping us from doing that, bro.
Yeah.
That small thing, just unifying in mind, body, and spirit, bro.
That's what terrifies me.
Yeah, and it terrifies us. The idea just sounds so crazy. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know, it sounds so crazy. And that's like, so y'all probably finna listen to me talk about me. No, we talking about us, man. Like, this
Yeah.
brother is important to me. And I thank God for him. And I'm not just capping on the internet, y'all. I'm really like this in real life. I'm
Yeah.
really
Because
like
you
this in real life.
every time I've seen you live, you the same way. You the same way. And that's what it's about. Be like you said, be yourself. And
Yes,
something I say a lot is be yourself unapologetically. You know,
yes.
just be you. Who cares what somebody thinks? Be
I
you.
don't.
And be confident in being you. Period.
You know, I represent my community well. It's hard to be mad at me, brother. What you got a reason to be mad at me for, brother? I'm on your side. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Right or wrong. But I'm gonna have to get on you if it's wrong. But I'm still doing it out of love. So I'm still on your side. But you ain't got
Yeah.
no reason to be mad at me, man. I don't care if you the biggest gangster or not. When I see you, peace and love to you, brother. Hope your family doing swell. Hope you had a good day. If your day was pissed off, screw them people. I
Right.
love you. You're fly. Take a
Right.
cigar. Take a
That-
cigar, man. It helped me out all the
that-
time.
Take a cigar.
Take a cigar, man. You know
Smoke
what
the
I'm saying?
cigar, let all that go.
Yeah, man. Ain't no need of stressing about it, bro. Cause we all feel like we go through it alone, man. And we not. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We
Right.
not, bro. We not alone. And we gotta be better men to our women. And this is how we do it, bro. The conversations that we having right now, we can cure all of this crazy stuff. People making millions of dollars exploiting our pain, bro.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think it's cheesy. You know, I think it's cheesy. And it's time that we stopped it. And that's my whole point of this thing here, man. Is to show people you can take something that no one thought about doing in this way, tell a story, tell our people a story that they already familiar with, they do the research, but then tell our counterparts that shit y'all told us is cap.
Yeah.
We know what's really going on over here, and you finna have to deal with it now, man.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Right.
$35,000, sir. And
Most
come get it
definitely.
tonight. That's my point. That's my point, man.
Most definitely. So what's been the best part of your journey?
Losses.
Mm.
The
Wow.
losses have been crazy, bro. Like, part I gotta blow my nose, y'all. Y'all can edit that out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna cut that out.
You know what I'm saying? The losses, brother. The losses the losses, man, show me what I was made of, bro.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
confirmed to me that I ain't no pussy.
Right.
And that was big for me. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a lot of fights and stuff as a kid. I done whooped some ass. I done got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? I done got the opposite end of a lot of stuff that I gave out. But one thing I wanted to find out was my heart really in it? And
Right.
I wanted to do something that I put my heart into. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know what that felt like. And that was a big thing for me. So I embraced the losses, man. Like the losses, like, dude, and I'm very transparent with my problems. Like, and the reason why is so maybe you can figure out how to tell me a way to do it better, bro. But the only way for you to know is for me if I told you. So my problem now is like one of the losses that I'm figuring out now is I can't get my shit out as fast as I want.
Mm.
You know, like I travel so much, but I still make everybody cigars. I make them by hand, and that's the guarantee that I gotta be able to guarantee, right? So that fucks my supply chain. Sometimes I have customers that get a little upset because they're like, "Well, damn, bro, you was just on Instagram, you was just in Baltimore, you was just here." Well, like, yeah, I'm here, so I'm taking a little longer to roll these cigars than I wanted because I want you to smoke them. So like that's a problem I'm having, and that's a loss that I'm taking right now because I'm pissing people off sometimes, and it's not my intention. You know what I mean? For me, it's like, hey, I want you to enjoy this, but I got to figure out their problem, and I get addicted to that. That make me say that turns me up, man. Like I'm gonna stay up to sun up today to make sure everybody who has ordered some cigars from me the last 2 weeks get their shit tomorrow. They're gonna get it tomorrow. Cause I'm going but until I figure it out though. So the losses for me has been the most important part of the journey for me to figure it out. It's like, okay, you fucked this up, man. Ask for help. And God made me get over my ego, man. Cause I had
You got to get over that.
I had an ego, and God made me get over it. And God said, "Hey, brother, when you ask for help, say knock in the, and you knock and the door should be open to you." So I started knocking.
Yeah.
I started knocking. Hey, brother, can you give me some advice on this? Can I ask your help? My cigar table, I had to borrow money to ask for this table. I didn't get this table because I had a whole bunch of money to spend some money on. I asked my friend and my mentor, I said, "Hey, bro, this hurt me to my heart. I need $250. I got half. I need $250 more." He said, "No problem." He said, "But as soon as you get done with it, charge more money."
Yeah.
Okay. So I got him that money back and I charged more money. And that's when I went from $500 to $1,000 for the event. Then I said, okay. Then I start keep putting on. But them individual losses and the humbling myself to ask for help, knowing that God has you a blessing to somebody. I may say, "Hey, how you start a podcast, bro? I don't got one. Can you help me?" Well, you may say, "Well, yeah, I help you. But this is what I got right here. This is all the equipment you need to buy. I don't got the money problem now. I got the knowledge problem." Well, now if I got somebody to give me the knowledge, I met the proper preparation, you know what I'm saying, make the opportunity. I got the money to buy it. I just don't have the knowledge. So I got over that, man. And so the losses, bro. I done had some heavy losses, bro. I'm talking about heavy, heart-wrenching. You know what I'm saying? Heart-wrenching. They can, to the point where, man, in 2020, man, y'all, I had considered suicide, y'all.
Wow.
And not because I wasn't making money. I was making so much of it, it stressed me out.
Wow.
Because I was just worried about so many people not liking it. While I was driving myself crazy. Then I was like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to make no cigars no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to refund everybody their money back. Because it's just too many people. You know what I'm saying? Like D.L. Hughley had reposted my Instagram post one time. I had 2,800 orders in an 8-hour span. Some of them ranging from 3 or 4 boxes to one cigar. I had 2,800 individual orders, bro.
Wow.
By day 3, I told people at the time I can get it to them in 3 days. Well, I couldn't roll 7,000 cigars in 3 days. So in 3 days, I had 500 emails cussing me out, wanting their product. And I was like, yo, I can't take this, man. You know what I'm saying? And I had to figure it out. This is what I asked for. I'm going to have to deal with it. And I had to figure it out. So I made some hard lessons. I said, hey, sir, oh, man, I'm going to refund y'all all y'all money, everybody. And I'm going to still send everybody they shit. Everybody.
Wow.
I lost $61,000 that day. But I sent it all back. Then I doubled down and sent them $61,000 worth of product. So y'all do the math. 122,000. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that doing the losses, man. So I learned from the losses, brother. Yeah, the
Well,
losses part.
I want to say, I'm so happy that you didn't go through with that because, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you and you're being a blessing to me right now and a blessing to everybody that you're touching through what you're doing and what you're saying. So it's thank you for not doing that.
Oh man,
Thank you so much for not doing it. You
man,
know,
thank everybody for keeping me going, man. Let me tell you, her. You wanna know when I sent all that money back and I told them people, I said, hey man, I start calling people on FaceTime. I'm in the web Wix website calling people on FaceTime. They had an iPhone, I FaceTimed them. I said, hey brother, I'm in the garage right now. I'm doing this in the garage. Like I got a baby due in September, y'all. Like Dean. I'm like, Dean, I got a baby due. Like, yo, like I want you to experience this. My God, I do. But please bear with me, man. I did not expect God to bestow all y'all on me today, bro. I thought maybe I was gonna get 15 orders today. Not 20, not 2,000 plus. You know what I'm saying? And you know what those people started to say? Brother, I appreciate the call. Take your time. I don't care if I get them 6 months from now. When I get them, brother, thank you. And I start getting people say, hey, man, well, oh, that's all I needed to know, man. I didn't know this was going on. I'm just glad you got back with me. Oh, well, damn. Well, my bad, man. I seen you on DL Hughley post too. All my friends in the smoker group seen it. Then I started getting all the love and people were like, yo, I'm
yeah,
like, oh. So if I just tell people I need some help or just bear with me, they'll bear with me if I just tell them.
yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. I learned that from losses, bro. I
yeah,
learned that, and if y'all who listening, man, I know y'all probably want to hear about all these tobacco blends and all this other stuff. I hope y'all this is a conversation on life, y'all, and this is my story on how I stepped out, and the guy that I'm blessed to have y'all to witness and watch what I'm doing and what I'm building. But that guy came from a whole bunch of problems, man, and it made me feel loved by people. You know what I'm saying? When
yeah,
people when I because I was like, yo, I can't do this, man. And I was like, before I let you um cuss me out about $12, $15, and call me all kind of names and stuff, I just gonna want to end it all. But and then just luckily, man, the stress was just hitting me, and I was like, hey, man, Nipsey Hussle made a song that kept me from doing it. And I'll tell y'all the song. It's called I Don't Stress. So it said I don't, it said I don't stress out, I poke my chest out, nigga. Weight of the world, bring the best out. So I ended up naming my son after Nipsey Hussle after his passing,
hmm,
St. Hermes. That song kept me from committing suicide, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I named my
wow,
son after Nip, you know what I'm saying? So
wow,
and
that's powerful.
you know what I'm saying? And that's my story, my testimony. And now I'm the happiest I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing that what scares me is I know God gonna bless me to be much more happier, bro. And
Oh yeah,
that's scary because I'm
oh
happy
yeah.
now.
It's he finna bless you huge, you know,
Yeah,
because you're taking care of what you got and you're humble and you show love to so many people. You know what I'm saying? And that's huge. And God is definitely finna use you. Well, He's using you
yeah,
right now. Right now, in this moment, even
yeah.
He is using you. You
And
know,
I'll praise to the Most High for that, man.
most definitely.
That's been a big thing for me, man. You know, that's been a big thing, and that's the message I got to everybody, bro. Like, to me, community is everything, and nothing comes before it. You know what I'm saying? And if I can build out a community or join or be a part of someone else's community, you know, there's a way for me to make a living. You know what I'm saying? There's a way, and
Hmm.
and that's what I've seen that, and I found that through the losses, man. So many people have embraced me, even my business in Houston. Like people, I'm in Houston. Houston has taken me in. You know what I'm saying? Like so. And I'm a Mississippi boy, you know what I'm saying? And be able to go places and meet people for the first time and feel like we've known each other our entire lives, man. That's a community. And
Yeah,
Houston has been a blessing to me and to my business. And everywhere I go, people show love and support me. I've seen and heard so many kind words and poetic expressions of love from people, and it's so flattering and it makes my heart feel good, man. And
yeah,
I think that's because it lets me know. that, you know, their innermost desire, everybody want to be seen and everybody want to be heard. You know what I'm saying? They want their voice to be appreciated. And in this season for me, I feel people appreciate my voice. You know what I'm saying?
Most
And
definitely.
and my part of that deal is to be very intentional with how I use it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
so yeah.
most
I hope we can
definitely.
come here and go to
People.
church today, y'all. I'm sorry.
Hey man, look, it don't matter. This what it is. This the Herfador. This what we do. We fellowshipping. That's what it's about. Um, two things. I've
Yes, sir.
heard you say I'm from Mississippi
Yes,
quite
sir.
often, but you didn't finish what you normally say when you say I'm from Mississippi when you doing interviews, and I feel a little bit robbed that you ain't saying. So
Well, everybody, man, greetings to the tribe locally and the tribe worldwide. I'm Chief of Anu-Seti Amen-Ra. Chief Tobacconist, a Dreamer Cigar Company. I hail from the north side of the Jackson, Mississippi, Presidential Hills to be exact. Yes, Lord. Yes,
I
Lord.
felt a little bit robbed because I don't
Nah.
watch. Look, I had to do a little research, and I done probably watched every interview that you've ever done. And I said, well, he ain't say that yet. I gotta say something now.
Yeah, hey man, I hail from the north side of the Jack, baby. That's Jackson, Mississippi, man. Presidential Hills to be exact. You know what I'm saying? Go Tigers, baby. We up on the board this year, baby. Yes, Lord.
Definitely. And the second thing is, I was trying to pull up on you at Sweet Lips because I was working, and I drive the bus, and I was at the transit center right behind it, but I was running late, so I couldn't get over
Oh my God, I was
there.
just there, man. Okay, so
Yeah.
major shout out to Sweet Lips, man, and the owner Mo. That's my mentor, my friend, my business partner. Sweet Lips is my home when I'm in Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my home. So if you want to find me in Houston, Sweet Lips Cigars is where I be at. We got something very creative going on. Me, the Satorial Tobacconist, Stogies and Bow Ties, and Sweet Lips. We're gonna be starting to offer my service as a resident roller inside of Sweet Lips. So I'll be there
Oh
multiple
wow.
times a week when I'm in Houston. Yeah, so y'all can pull up and get the experience in person. So I'll be and that's important for me because if for those who haven't been to Sweet Lips before, who are in Houston or not in Houston, traveling to Houston. I know there's many other shops, and I want to experience those. But the one I call home in this particular thing, man, to me, gives the complete and total expression of what Black excellence look like, and someone who did it in the same hood. You know what I'm saying? Like stayed in the third ward in the tray and build something that represented us when everybody is trying to take that area over right now. So
Now you know that whole strip where Sweet Lips is Black owned.
mm-hmm.
Everything in that strip is
Yeah,
black
I don't,
owned,
I
and
don't,
it's
I don't
not.
find a
It ain't trash black owned.
no. It's opulent. Yes,
Everything over there is nice. You know what I'm saying? So if you in Houston and you traveling to Houston, you definitely got to hit that entire strip with Sweet Lips and everything over there.
yes indeed, man. So yeah, I missed you, brother. For me, Houston has became like their home away from home. I got a couple. I'm trying to make this whole Houston, Atlanta, Vegas connection between my business now. So my next place of target,
Uh
when
huh.
I'm settled in Houston, is to head back up through Atlanta and Vegas. It's a lot of people. So shout out to Atlanta Cigar Week. I love Henry and Octavia. They've been very, very huge for the cigar industry, especially in Atlanta. Major shout out to Atlanta Cigar Week. I want to be in the near future be able to do something more with them. Vegas is the home of the trade shows. We all know that. So I want to definitely get. They need to see us. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us are intimidated of Vegas. We don't
Yeah.
go to Vegas with our business. We go to Vegas to party. It's like, nah, we need to go to Vegas
Right.
with our business. We need to let them know that, hey, it ain't just y'all here. It's us here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah. Yeah.
we got a good alternative. They will shop with us. You know what I'm saying? You don't got a monopoly on the cigars. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's
Right.
it's time. It's time. It should just be me. It should be all of us. Atlanta
Yes.
Cigar Week should have a Vegas Cigar Week. Or if it ain't a Vegas Cigar Week, it should be one. I don't know if
I,
it
I
is.
I think it is. I think it's a Vegas cigar week.
And whoever has done it right. And I've seen a lot of cigar weeks, and to this point, I love all of them. But if we go into Vegas, somebody to be trying to consult with Atlanta Cigar Week. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out like how they made. Cause we need to mob that place. We need to take over conventions. We need to be the convention.
Yeah.
We need to have our
Yeah.
European counterparts bringing their shit to our functions. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's that time now. And if we don't seize it right now, then we're gonna lose that jet. So I'm trying to go ahead and like establish them roots, man. But I hate I missed you at Sweet Lips. When I'm in Houston, that's where I'm at. At home in Mississippi, if people want to come see me, man, I'm a tobacconist. I'm a resident tobacconist at the Country Square, where I physically do regular tobacconist duties. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in your neighborhood tobacconist, I'm a homegrown cat. You can come find me in the shop every day. I still take out trash. I still sweep floors. I still dust ashtrays. I still do all of that because I love the business.
Right. Right.
I love every part of the business. But then outside of that, man, we got some amazing shops, man. We got Churchill Cigar Shop, which is where I had my first cigar. We got Downtown Cigar Shop there, which is owned by the district attorney here, which is an amazing establishment. We got the Ash Cigar, which is my second mentor, Mark Van Buren. He has a shop there. We got a host of other shops in the metropolitan area. So, if you ever come to Jackson, man, you should come on.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the first person I hit up when I come to Jackson.
Hey man, when you leave to Jack, man, I would have christened you a Jacksonian by the time you leave. I know I got every place to take you, every person of any importance that you need to meet. I know these people. They have been. I want to make sure that you had a whole spread. By the time you leave, you can get the digital key to the city, man.
Man, well, we're gonna have to set up that trip.
Yes,
Cause
indeed, man. Yes, indeed,
yeah,
brother.
yeah. So we do have a question.
Okay.
Do you do like personal classes, like cigar rolling classes for like birthdays or events and things like that?
Okay. I had a master class where I was doing like taking people from like the history, etiquette, all of that into making their own cigar.
Mm-hmm.
What I found was there wasn't enough time for me in an hour to do enough without making it gimmicky, and I didn't want to
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just have you screwing around with something for some paint and sip. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted you to be able to sit down and actually take something away, and I haven't done it again. And the biggest question that I get asked now is, will I teach cigar rolling to other people who would like to learn? My thing is, I would prefer to teach it not in a way for recreation. I
Right.
want to teach it for people to get in the business.
Yeah.
And particularly, I turned down 81 events last year because I didn't have nobody else to roll cigars for me. You know what I'm saying? So I think before I offer a class again, I would be accepting like an apprenticeship program of like 10 people, so I can teach them about the business, so they can be tobacconists with my brand and make a damn good living, because I made stacks with this shit. I made stacks with this. You know what I'm saying? So I made stacks. And y'all see, y'all done checked out my prices. Y'all know I ain't cheap now.
Right.
Know,
right.
y'all
like
know I am.
You said in one live. Put a price on that.
Yeah. You're going to give me 4,000, cuz. You know, and
out the gate.
I'm coming in hot.
As you should.
But for me, bro, I'm not preparing to take away no money from myself. I want to be able to pay. Hey, I got a roller that's in Ohio. That roller is closer to this place than I am. They go take that. The event is 4,000. They made 1,500 that for 2 hours worth of work. Well, they do that for me 6 times a month. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the clientele.
Yeah.
I almost make my clients bid. Because I can't be everywhere at once. I want to be in the places where it makes sense. So, yes, I would like to offer a cat. Now, I think at some point, hopefully that's where I'm trying to get to, where my end goal is to have an outright cigar factory. Like, I want the companies to be able to come in and say, hey, I want to start a cigar company. And you can walk in grassroots. We got everything. We can help you with the marketing, the branding, the ideas, the creation, the content. We can make it for you. If you want to train your staff to do it, we train your staff so you can take out of our factory into your own factory and start your stuff. If you need the crop, I want to be able to give you a land lease on crop. I'm trying to be able to help you get all the way key turn in, and you come in completely equipped to stay in the game for 100 years. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to the point where I can go to the prison and see brothers who coming out on they don't got nowhere to go. They say, hey, brother, you ain't got to go back to the street. You can come up in here and put on a 3-piece suit, brother, and roll some cigars and smoke in the lounge all day and make some good money. You know what I'm saying? Gain your confidence back, make some good bread, meet some people, network with some folks. I'm trying to do that, man. It ain't all about the money for me. My goal is to take it that far.
Build that community like you talk about so much. And that's huge to even hear somebody say, I want a factory where we can make cigars for people. But then I want to be able to show you how you don't need me anymore.
Yeah.
You know, that's amazing.
Like this is a temporary thing. Like, hey, I show you, I get you started. We make that money, brother, and do business with you, and then we let you sell off and to do your own thing. And wherever God plans to take that for you, then you got the skills, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's important. Like and I started manufacturing for 2 companies already. One of them haven't released yet, and the other one is the Syndicate Cigars, where I blended their first set of blends for them. And I started that concept. I'm just trying to get it bigger, man.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
And that's the point now where I've been working on a particular thing right now. My thing is being, hey, let me break all of the stereotypes about us in the industry. Like, and my argument isn't with our white counterparts. Our argument is with our brown counterparts. Like, hey, y'all know that this ain't just y'all shit now. Now, all you people in Cuba are Afro-Cubans now, ain't you? And y'all practice all the Congolese music, and y'all play all the Congo music and all of this other stuff. And where that mean y'all came from? Y'all supposedly came from Africa, right? And if we so-called African Americans, and don't that mean that's our shit too that you doing? Okay, I thought so. Mr. Fluente, or whoever your name is, sir. You know what I'm saying? So let's act like it then. Let's act like it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and once we get to that point, well, we gotta hold our nuts on everybody now, y'all. It's time to hold the nuts. And part of my French people, you know, I don't let nobody make it. You know what I'm saying? My European counterparts know I don't play that shit. I'm a respectable, upright gentleman. I treat you with kindness, but I ain't your slave. I ain't your worker bee. No, I ain't your tap dancer. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no yes balls coming out my mouth.
Come on. And then when I'm talking to my Hispanic people, listen, y'all and us are the same people. Yeah. We just let the establishment tell us that we different people. So that y'all stop trying to hide the dark-skinned Mexicans from us, y'all. I done been to Mexico, and it's a lot of them blacker than me, bro. Y'all keep showing us Canelo Alvarez, and we not buying it. You know what I'm saying? We not buying it, brother. We done been before. When we go to Nicaragua, we go to Dominican Republic. If I didn't open my mouth, me and Jose look just alike. You know what I'm saying? So quit playing, y'all. Where y'all folks come from? Y'all right next door to Haiti, but y'all don't like Haiti. We not gonna play them games no more. So my whole thing is to say, hey, it's room in this business for all of us. And we got birthright to this business just as much as our Mexican compadres, our Puerto Rican, Jamaican compadres, and all this. We got tobacco here in America, where our folks live. North and South Carolina, the Gullas, the Geechees, the Iroquois, you know what I'm saying? All that tobacco was grown there. The Seminole, the Creek in Lake Charles, and the Bayou in Mississippi, the Cherokee, the Yazoo. It's like, hey man, y'all know we know. So now we gotta act it. So we gotta put it in practice, and that's what I'm doing. So when people see this right here, brother, this ain't a prop, dude. This is my 5th generation grandfather's war mallet that he wrapped some
Wow.
motherfuckers on top of their head to keep our land safe.
Wow.
And so the story goes. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Allegedly.
Y'all ain't gonna put no bodies on my granddad, you know what I'm saying? But this is his though. This is his though. You know what I'm saying? So when we say this is not something I found in a thrift store, this is my family's. You know what I'm saying? And
Wow.
this say something. All we need to do is see this and know what this is. We know what this is. It ain't no blow dart
What?
gun with no arrow on it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. This
What?
blood now.
Allegedly.
Somebody caught some.
Allegedly.
Yeah, somebody brought the sticks out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so somebody had the sticks outside. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They spent the block. So that's my whole
Right,
point, man.
right.
And that's what that's been about for me. And that's what it's gonna be about for me. And hopefully, my heart is pure. My intentions are pure with this. I don't have everything I want, but Allah and my ancestors have made sure that I have every single thing I need every day I need it, at any time I need it.
Yeah.
And that I'm grateful for that. And for that, I think God is blessing me with more because I'm grateful for what I have and what I do acquire, I intend to share it. And that's what I've been doing so far, man. And I thank God for that.
Most definitely, man. And I mean, I can't say nothing to that because you said everything that needed to be said right there.
Amen. I thank God for it, brother. I thank
You
God for
got
it, man.
to. You got to. You
And
got
brother,
to.
and it's good. It's good to see you smile, black man. You smiled today, brother. And
Yeah.
I love it,
Yeah.
brother. You smiled today, man. And we deserve to smile, bro. We
Yeah.
deserve to
Yeah.
be proud. We deserve to be happy. We deserve to be loved on. You know what I'm saying? We deserve to be poured into, bro. Like we all deserve it, man. And like I watch you every week, and I see you laugh, but you smiling today, bro. And that's
Yeah.
good, bro. That's good, man. That's good, black man. Like I'm proud, man. That makes me happy. I don't care who see this. Me and you had a damn good conversation, brother. You
Most
know what I'm saying?
definitely. Most definitely.
And I'm grateful for that.
I am so grateful, man. I am so grateful for everything that you said, for being so transparent. I'm thankful for you accepting the invitation in the fashion that you did, because
Yes,
uh,
indeed.
uh, to be honest with you, man, I wanted to ask you a while ago, but when you came across my what is that, the Explore page, I said, let me check. Who is this? Who is this with this suit on and this comb over? Let me check him out. I say, oh shit! So I followed you, and I was like, yeah, let me ask him to be on my show. And that was back when I was looking at people's followers
Yep.
before I asked them to be on my show, because I was like, I don't want to ask somebody and they look at me and my followers and they say, yeah, I'm not finna, So I was like, yeah, I'm not finna ask them. And then I see you start popping up on the shows, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm finna ask him.
Hell yeah, bro. Dude, bro. Listen, man. I'm a regular person, and a lot of these people are regular people, man. Like I think, dude, don't miss. Like, dude, I shoot my shot at everybody. Like I don't care who it is. If I got some shit I want them to check into, the worst they can do is tell me no.
Right,
But you had to acknowledge me to tell me no,
right,
which means you seen me. So crazy
exactly.
story. So to add to this, April 20, the weekend of draft weekend 2021, I got on Instagram. It's still on my Instagram. I'll tag you in it so you can see it. I said, y'all tell Cam Newton to let me come roll him some heat. I said, bro, I love Cam Newton. Cam Newton is my favorite football player. It ain't got nothing to do with football why he my favorite player.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, he a pop icon. I said, bro, I love Cam Newton. Cam Newton don't give a fuck about me. Well, people start tagging Cam Newton. And what happens? Cam Newton gets me to come to fellowship. This happened in real life.
Wow,
And he was exactly what I thought of one of my favorite people. He
wow.
was a regular cat, man. He a regular cat who like regular shit. and got a family and take care of his business. You know what I'm saying? And do
Yeah.
what he loves for a living. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I found so much respect for him and his brother, man, and they whole staff. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, hey, I just said to hell with it. I'm gonna ask Cam Newton, man. Hey, I want to roll cigars in his steakhouse. I want to roll cigars in his steakhouse, and I asked him, and he let me roll cigars in his steakhouse. So, bro, same thing, man. I like your show. It didn't matter who I pay attention to. I try to respond to as many people's comments as I can. I don't care if you got 2 followers, no followers. You don't even got an avatar. I respond to bots. They need too. Artificial intelligence need to learn how to love people. So I respond to bots. Because they need to fix how they be botting at people, because you can tell it's bots. So I talk back to them. Hey, bro, hopefully we can change up the algorithm a little bit. I speak to everybody, brother. Come on, man. Hold on. He said somebody said I tagged Kevin Gates in one of your videos and he started to follow you, and shout out to you on his story. Oh yeah, man, Gates followed me, man.
That's huge.
And a person who shares a lot in common with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's an Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius. I get his vibes. He's a Muslim, I'm a Muslim. We both in our native bag and kind of know where we came from and stuff. You know, he come off a reservation in Mississippi, so it was like, hey man, it was good to get some love shown by from him, man. And he's such a hella cool guy too. Like, I talked on live with him, man. He chilling, man. He in his bag, he working out, doing his stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, everybody are normal people, and and I think that when the stars align, when they align, you know what I'm saying, that's God's time. I guess the old saying go, what God got for you is for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
can't nobody take it from you.
And for my consciously aware people who maybe not like to use the word God, you know, when the stars align and retrograde ain't going on and your chakras is all aligned and shit, the good shit happens.
Yeah.
for them folks out there
we
too.
got to acknowledge everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Hotel, girl. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm with you, boy. I'm all the way with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. And that's how I feel, bro. And when you seen me, it was meant for us to meet, brother. Like, nah, I'm not one of them people at all. Like, I'm grateful on every opportunity I get a chance to tell somebody about my story. Most people don't even ask these type of questions you don't ask for these type of conversations to come out. I think the last podcast, like the last series of podcasts I've been on my page, those have been real podcasts to me. Like, podcasts that allow me to like express myself and talk about the business and talk about my feelings and my emotions and my struggles and my healing points and my weakness points. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of the story. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To dream for a better day, dream for better circumstances, you know, dream for healing, you know, dream for success and longevity and legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm getting a chance to build it out in first person, man. And when the story is all said and done, I could be able to say, man, this is well worth it for me.
What's that?
Yeah, for sure.
And this was an amazing conversation, man. And I'm so glad that I got over that fear and I reached out to you. And again, I'm humbled and inspired by you and the way that you, like I said, the way that you accepted it was amazing, and everything that you've been saying, you know, I'm humbled and inspired by it. I really do appreciate you, man. This has been a great conversation, man. We have to do this again sometime. We have
Yes,
to do this again,
brother.
in person. In
Yeah,
person.
man. Anytime, man. And when I mean anytime, brother, I mean anytime, man.
I'm gonna catch you at Sweet Lips, and I'm gonna roll up with a microphone, and we gonna sit there and
we can
talk.
sit right there. We can sit down. We can sit right there and talk for 5 hours, brother. I won't have nowhere
Yeah.
to go. Yeah. So yeah, everybody, man. To my brother, man. To you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for taking out the energy, man, and time to even consider me to be on your platform, because you have an audience that listens to what you say. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you wanted to present me to your audience means a lot to me. And to your future audience that will listen and get a chance to catch up with what you're doing. Brother,
Yeah.
you are a powerful upcoming voice in the new age cigar media, in this new age of documenting the story. You know what I'm saying? I hope that, you know, Allah, you know, blesses you with abundance and favor, you know what I'm saying, and protection. You know what I'm saying. I hope that he gives you a calm spirit, brother, as you begin to go through your own test, your own journey. That it gives you a calm spirit and one of resilience, my friend. And any way that I can be of service to you, I'm completely and always willing to do that. And I said service on purpose, brother. You know what I'm saying? Any way I can be of service to you, you know what I'm saying, to help you do something for your name's sake, you know what I'm saying? My duty as one of us is to make sure that I help you do that if I have the capacity.
I appreciate that, man. Again, when you hear people say things like that about you, it does something to you. You know what I mean? It does something to you, and I really appreciate it, man. And I do appreciate, you being so transparent and so vulnerable and so vocal and so engaging with me on this journey that we just went through, because it's been a journey, and I do appreciate you, man. And man, but before we get out of here, man, you have to say all your I keep on going. You got to say all your stuff, your Instagrams and your website and all of that good stuff.
Okay.
And if you got anything coming up, put that out there too.
Okay, for sure, for sure. For the people, man, I thank y'all for tuning in, man, and listening to me. For those who just popped in on my exit, I introduced myself in the same way I came. I'm Chief of Anu-Seti Amen-Ra, CEO and Chief Tobacconist of Dreamer Cigar Company, hailing from the north side of the Jackson, Mississippi, to be exact, and President Hills is my home. You can connect with me on social media at the above aforementioned handle, Satorial Tobacconist, _ Tobacconist. You can book me for private functions, weddings, corporate events, birthday parties, funeral repasses, whatever. I roll cigars and everything. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to reach out to me anytime. Anytime. You can. I'm dead serious about that too. I actually did one of them now. I was like,
Oh, wow.
oh yeah, it was lit too, bro. So yeah, y'all can catch me there, man. I literally try to respond to as many DMs as I can, and it may take me some time, but I definitely will. I love and thank all y'all. Y'all can find me on YouTube at Satorial Tobacconist. I just started that. So practically my digital portfolio will be Instagram, my website, all the media I've been featured in and stuff is on the internet. Just reach out to me. I would love to service your event. I would love for you to taste some of my cigars and kind of and help the Hungry Baby Fund and help me build my legacy out for these next 50 to 100 years, man. Should inshallah, you know what I'm saying? So that's how y'all find me.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. I appreciate you, man. I really do.
Yeah, man. But
I
I enjoy it.
appreciate you. I appreciate you. We will be talking again extremely soon.
Please, bro.
Extremely soon. Yes,
Please, man.
most definitely. Most
Anytime,
definitely.
man.
Most
Thank
definitely.
to you. I had to get a fly hat for my next smoke. Oh yeah, man. Listen, man, the hat is my signature. You know what I'm saying? Thank you kindly, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? I love a good hat, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of my things, man. So yeah, brother, anytime, bro. Let's parlay. Would love to talk with you, love to build with you, have some good conversation, and talk about some of your plans, brother. Because I want to hear what you got going on, and how can I help with that, man? And if any way I can pub it, any way I can help you with some artistic expression on how you put it out there, brother. Again, man, I'm here. I'm here to serve, man. Our community is a big part. I got a good voice. People got a platform to listen. My platform is your platform, brother. It's our platform, and my platform is for all of us. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do. You can sell fruit. You can sell waist trainers. You can sell whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your platform is my platform, man. If I can be a blessing to you, to share some of your stuff to someone, all you gotta do is ask, man, and I'll find a way to make it happen.
Oh man, that's amazing. That's amazing. Uh, I'm gonna let you go on and get in the house because them bugs starting to attack you.
Oh yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm bulletproof though. You know what I'm saying? I'm bulletproof, bro.
they flying past you. They ain't getting you. They flying past you.
They flying
They
past
ain't
me.
landed.
This kind of customs right here. They can't land on this suit. They know better than that, man.
Right.
Don't have to piss me off, man. I'm gonna get the bug spray out. But I enjoyed it, man. Anytime, man. Thank you again for the opportunity, black man. It's a privilege and an honor of mine, and I'm glad. I hope the people enjoyed the conversation. I know I did, and it seems like you did as well. It's good to see you smile. I hope when you get out here and go handle your business tonight, bro, that you feel encouraged, brother, and you keep picking. I see your ass at the top, man.
Most definitely, I will see you at the top.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
You have a good night, man, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, you too, brother.